I was walking out of a forest in Alaska. And I came across this beautiful, several acres of beautiful, big, large, blue and white flowers. And they were being caressed by the breezes, just blowing back and forth. What a beautiful, peaceful place. Then all of a sudden, everything broke loose. Something was running around and tearing up the flowers. It turned out to be 2 grizzly bear cubs. And right away, I knew I was in trouble. I thought, where's the mother here? Where's the mother? And she leaped out in front of me about the distance from here to the desk out front. And she starts tearing up the flowers, growling with long vocabulary that the grizzly bears have. Growling, sniffing, doing all kinds of things, throwing rocks around, and then she stared at me. I thought, oh, Schaffer, you're going to have to start thinking on your way out of this. The average female grizzly bear can weigh up to 80 pounds. She can be 7 feet tall. She can run 30 miles an hour. She can climb any tree faster than a gorilla. And if she does, she climbs right behind you, grabs your foot, pulls you down, and her dinner music will be your screams. So you don't have much of a choice. So I thought, Schaffer, you're going to have to come up with something. Those cubs were playing. She's growling to the cubs to try to bring them over to her. They will not come. They're being disobedient. They're very interested in me. I thought, Schaffer, think about your experiences. What in your experiences can you pull up in your mind and have a solution to some of these problems? Maybe there's something in your past that can help you now. And I thought of something. There was a little village in Central Africa years and years ago. And they were very friendly. I gave them candy. Parents took the candy and gave them to their kids, and tasted it first, and then gave it to their kids. Thanked me very much. And they appreciated the fact that you liked their kids, but you could never stare at one of their kids because you may be giving them a curse. You're very suspicious of this sort of thing. But they were very friendly, but you could not stare at their children. Maybe it's the evil eye. I thought, wait a minute, I can use that. And so I thought, wow, I'm not going to stare at those playful bears, the cubs. No, they were fun to watch. They're about 3 times the size of a golden retriever. I thought, I'm not going to look at them. Hey, Mama Bear, look at here. I'm not looking at them. They're at my back. And immediately the bear got a little calmed down. But then I noticed, looking over my shoulder after a while, she's still growling and snapping her teeth, which means she's ready to really start to charge. And they got coming on behind me, which was very dangerous to be put in a situation where you are standing between the mother and her cubs. Very bad situation. So I thought again, not only can't I stare at the cubs, but I have to think of something else now because the cubs came around behind me. And they were snarling and growling and playing very rough with each other, and I was next in line. I said, no way. And so I thought, wow, what else is there I can think of? And I'm thinking back to my past, my experiences. And I thought, I know. I witnessed in my life 2 women who died on purpose to save their children. And at both instances popped into my mind. One was a woman purposely let herself be drowned so that her husband could save her 2 children. And her last words were, John, save our children. And the flood took her right into a sewer. And she died. I was with the Red Cross at the time. That's how I was involved with that. And another incident of a mother running beside a van that was evacuating us from an active volcano. And the van was sliding all over the place. She's running alongside it with her baby, holding it very tight. And blood all over her face because she just ran out of the rainforest, and the thorns and so forth were scratching her face, but she was protecting her baby. And she couldn't get too close because the vehicle would have hit her, knocked her over. So she says, for the love of Jesus who created us all, and she throws the baby up into the van. The guy leaps up, catches it, and hands it immediately to another woman in the van. Boom, boom! Right after that, she was killed. But she saved her baby. I thought, wait a minute. What can I learn from this? Yeah. And I thought, wait a minute. The problem here is that it's not just a bear. It's not just a vicious creature. It's a mother. That bear is a mother, and that's what I have to work on. It's her being a mother. And so I said, wait a minute. Her young ones are not acting right. She's very nervous about me. She may be more afraid of me than I am of her. And I thought, what did my mother do when this was happening? I thought she sang a lullaby. I said, maybe I can calm those cubs down, and maybe I can calm the mother down simply by singing to them. And so I did. I said, Mother Bear, won't you take your children home? Oh, Mother Bear, I want to go home too. And as I sang that, she calmed down a little bit, the mother. And so did the cubs a little bit. And the mother smacked the one cub, knocked him over, head over tail. And then they cuddled up to her. And I thought, well, cuddle up all you want, as long as she doesn't smack me like that. If my mother ever did that to me, I'd never come home. But they cuddled up to her, and she licked them, and they licked her, and so forth. But every time I stopped singing, that mother would stand up and growl and snarl, cut her teeth at me. She thought I might be following her. But as soon as I started to sing again, she would go down on all fours and crawl with her children. All right? And this kept going on for a while. About a half an hour of this, I had to keep singing. But as soon as I stopped, she would stand up and growl and make false movements like she was charging me. She was still very leery of me. But when I started to sing, she was quieted down. Okay? Well, what does that mean to us? It means that our experiences we can call on immediately. We can resurrect in our mind instantly, faster than a computer, to find out what we can do to save ourselves at anything that might happen at our time. Because our experiences make our future, are part of our future. They're the pillars of our future. So we must act quickly and think fast about what we can do. And remember that experiences make us who we are. The possessions, they're nothing. I didn't have any possessions with me. If I had my experiences, I would not be alive here today if it wasn't for going back to my experiences. Find out about myself. Come on, Mr. Chair.